someone actually asked me, let me go to my funding real fast. Right now, funding of the actual of the education plan right now is very convoluted. It is a mixed way of an algorithm that decides test scores versus this and all of that. Instead, flat dollars per student. Here's your check. Done. In the current system in New York State, if you don't spend your money, you lose it. How stupid is that?
Yep.
Wow, that's dumb.
Yep.
The fact that it exists is embarrassing. I don't want to say that out loud. It's so stupid. How about instead, here's your money, and if you don't spend it, you could save it. Look at that. You could actually save it. Not just that, you don't have to write grants to the state so that I decide when you get a football field. And of course, I'll decide because my buddy happens to make football fields. So, and he gave me $40,000 for my campaign. So what a coincidence, you now need a football field.
Right.
And now state money goes to do that. How about instead, save your money, you have it ongoing, and if you need to get a loan, you'll be able to, because again, guaranteed government money, banks love that. You could even take a loan if you wanted to build your football field. Here's the issue. I don't know when you need a football field. You do. So why should I be deciding if and when you need one? I've had people say, Larry, we need a farm in our high school. And I go, okay.
Need a what?
A farm.
Okay.
And I say, okay. I actually had a woman call in once. She said, Larry, you have a problem. There's a radio show. And I said, what? She says, I'm dealing with kids coming in this year. And they're 4 and 5-year-olds. And we have a problem because they don't know anything. They don't know their numbers. They don't know their colors. They don't know any of this stuff. They don't know anything. And I said, wow, what do you think the answer is? And she said, I'm going to pay the parents. I'm going to pay them $50 or $100. If their kid passes the test, it'll encourage them to train their kids and teach them before they come to school. And I thought to myself, wow, what a terrible idea. That's what I thought. What I told her was, you know, when I'm governor, if your district says you should do it, you should do it. And the reason why I said that was I practice what I preach, right? I could be wrong. She deals with the kids every day. She deals with the parents every day. If her teachers and her administrators all agree, good idea, try it. And what happens? Either I'm right and it's a bad idea, and we all see it and go, don't do that. Because if she's thinking that, others are too, right? She isn't the only one thinking this idea. So she will have proven them right or wrong. But what if I'm wrong? And this is an amazing idea. And all the kids come in better. And I had another teacher tell me, she said, Larry, there may be some merit. I said, why? She said, you don't know how much money we spend on remedial education. That it might actually be cheaper to pay the parents than to spend all the extra money and time on remedial education. I thought, that's why I said yes. Because you know something I don't know. How would I possibly know that? I'm not a teacher. That's exactly my whole plan is that, in a nutshell, for almost everything. So I'll go even further. In addition, when that happens, when I actually go back to removing all of the testing, we'll lose federal funds. We'll lose about $4 billion in federal funds. So when we lose that money, we also lose all of the strings attached, which means all those administrators can go away. Administrators get about $150,000 or more per year. Teachers get about $80,000 per year. So for every 2 administrators I lose, it's 4 teachers I can hire or give raises or buy more computers or whatever the case may be. I'm providing a surplus to the district by default, right? Which is great. Because again, the guy who won't decide how to spend that is me. They'll decide. Only thing I require is transparency. If they're transparent, everyone can see it, life is good. If you take government money, we need to see where it goes, period. No exceptions in that rule. If you don't take government money, good luck. Do what you need to do. But if you take government money, we all see what happens. We have to go even further. I don't want K through 12 anymore. I want K through 10. The last 2 years of high school, and again, I'm saying things that people know to be true, but no politician says it. All they say is, we have to invest in our kids and fund our kids and care about teachers and care about students, and education's everything. Education's not everything. We have a thing in New York State called the Regents Diploma. You may know what that is. It's a Regents Diploma. It's a special diploma that comes out of high school. It is 100% useless. Totally and absolutely worthless. No one will say it. I will. It means nothing. How do I know that? I hire and fire. No one cares you got a special high school diploma. No one ever. This has never happened. Oh, Mr. Beck, Regents Diploma. I had no idea. You're hired. That's never happened ever. Nobody cares. It's a bunch of more administrators, more testing, more stress. And we literally have kids. We have an epidemic of suicides in kids now. Why would we be doing this? We have bullying issues. We have violence in schools. We're going to add this pressure? This makes no sense whatsoever. The last 2 years of high school are a bunch of lost kids. Lost. They're doing video games, gym, study hall, smoking weed, bad habits. Then they go off to college. It's 13th grade for the first year because no one's ready for it. And then it takes 6 years to graduate high school. Bad, bad, bad. Nothing but bad. It's only, and if they even graduate.
You mean college?
College, I'm sorry. If they even graduate college, because the graduation rates are as low as they've been forever. It's horrible. So instead, at 16, take your test. If you pass your test, you now have a high school diploma. Done. Whether that's homeschool, private school, public school, don't care. Take a test, you're good. You have 5 options now. 1, if you think college is the right answer for you, which for some people it absolutely is, no worries. Go to a prep school, go to college. We have to stop people from believing that the only answer is college. It simply isn't. Education is not the answer for everyone. And if you look at what's happening now, again, I'm a guy in the business where I see this. We're actually looking at smaller companies. If you have a master's degree or above, you're a no hire. You are literally a no hire. Oh, master's degree? No, thank you. So what are you finding? You're finding highly educated people in government because government still cares about that and still pays you for that. And some large organizations do, and academia does, right? So you find people in academia, government, and large businesses. Small businesses, you have a master's degree or above, they're saying, what did you do? What have you done?
Yeah.
So they care about.
It's not just small business. Google and Apple is now saying that.
That's correct.
They don't want that degree.
Doesn't matter.
I've never in probably 400 jobs that we've created, never have I once said, so what'd you get your degree in?
Yes.
Could I see your certificates?
Yes.
I don't care.
Nobody cares.
Show me what you've done.
And we're still acting like education is back in the industrial age. It's not anymore. That's why I say 10th grade and either go to a prep school and a specialized school. Is that for biology? Is it for English? Is it for history? Do that. So when you get to college, you can take advantage of incubators. You can take advantage of internships. And that's what matters in college. What you learn in college is useless because 5 years from now, it doesn't matter anymore.
Right.
Whatever you've learned is gone now. So I need you to want to know how to do things. That's what matters. Why people struggle to get jobs now, right? Look, I've taught at the graduate level as a guest instructor at both Yale and Columbia, right? My degree, bachelor's in anthropology. Yes.
How'd that work out for you?
Yeah, great, I guess. But my point is, who cares, right? So let's give them that opportunity. But say you don't. Say you're that smart kid, that brilliant kid. Take the SAT at 16. Go get an associate's degree right now. Go do it. Why would you be bored in school and get bullied by the other kids? Go off. You're going to be a scientist anyway. Go. You're that kid. Or go to an actual trade school. In New York State, we need tradesmen desperately. In fact, across the country, we need tradesmen across the country. But particularly in New York State. New York State, the average tradesman is over 50. It's a problem. Go to trade school. Become an HVAC person. You need people who are in the trades have told me, Larry, I would expand. I physically can't find the bodies. I can't find qualified people. I would expand. I can't find people in New York State to grow my business. It's impossible. I have the work and I can't do it. All the time. You don't want to go to trade school? Go to work. Get a job. Why we're afraid of putting our kids working at 16, I don't know. I worked at 16. Kids that get caught in a loom. That's not how it works. That's been gone for 100 years already. We're fine. They're going to die in that kind of, it's not going to happen. It's crazy.
I lost my kid in a tragic loom accident.
Exactly, yes. Yeah. So, it's the bobbin pin factory. So, yes, no, that's not going to happen anymore. So let them go work. Let them get a work ethic. The second thing I hear all the time, people hire me, they say, Larry, I will hire anybody with a work ethic. They don't care if they have 10 years experience, 5 or 6. Just when I say show up at 8, be there at 8.
I can't remember who I was talking to. I was talking to a business owner, and he said, honest to God, if I could get away with never hiring another American citizen, I would do it.
I know, and that's horrible.
Horrible.
I wish that wasn't true, but you're not the only person to say that. I've heard that many times. Many times I've heard that, more than once. They're trying to get people because, look, I can't change parenting. But I can change the environment. And I want kids at 16 making decisions now. People say, but Larry, they're 16.
George Washington went and surveyed. He surveyed what's now Pittsburgh at 16.
That's correct, yes. Why aren't we doing this?
Right.
Work at 16. Look, the price for failure at 16 is very low. The price for failure at 26, so much higher. That's what's happening now. We have a generation of kids now in their 20s. So if you ask them, do you feel like an adult? Over half will say no. It's never happened before. That has to change. I'll start it here. Start doing it. Let me go to the next piece. How do you pay for this idea of prep schools and trade schools and and associate's degrees? Very simple. New York State says I have to pay for all school grades 1 through 12. Okay. So when I was a Marine, I got out. I got the GI Bill. The GI Bill said you have X number of dollars and X number of years to use it. How about this? We take $20,000, 7 years to use it. Good luck. That sits, in the government. We'll pay. We'll write the check if you want. We'll write the check. Here's what I know will happen. You have a bunch of prep schools, trade schools will pop up, and they'll all cost $20,000 for 2 years.
What a coincidence.
Because that's government money. And how do I know they'll come up? Because they'll get loans. Why? Banks love guaranteed government money. They will give out loans for that in a heartbeat. They'll begin to grow. But the best part about that is you will have, imagine as an 11th grade teacher, everyone in your class wants to be there. No disciplinary problems, no bad kid in the back of the room. Everybody wants to be there. It will change what it is to be a teacher in 11th and 12th grade completely and to be a student. It'll change. It'll give you, there's no bullying in those classes, right? They're all the same kind of guy, all the same kind of gal. They're all looking for the same things. I'm creating community, which is what we're lacking, right? This goes directly to school violence. School violence. All the shootings we've had, while they are murders, at their core, they are public suicides. That's what they are. The three things killing our kids. And I've said it many times, and I'll keep saying it until someone actually says this, because no one else is saying it. Lack of community, lack of purpose, and loneliness. That's why we have incels. That's why we have, the bad guys going out there and killing people. That's why we have it, because of that. Give kids purpose, give kids community. They won't be lonely. They won't kill people. That's the root cause of all of this. Happiness. You'll have happier teachers, happier kids, which means happier parents. Everybody wins with this, but here's the best part. We're doing $20,000 for 2 years. So it's $10,000 per kid per year. Right now, New York State spends $22,000 per kid per year, more even than California. 10,000 more than the average, and we rank 37th in the country. And His Majesty's happy about this. Shame on him. Now we're saving $12,000 per year. There's about 400,000 11th and 12th graders. That's over $4 billion. I have saved all of my federal funds. I lose nothing, and I'm able to still give every single district a surplus. Districts get a surplus, teachers are happy, administration is less, happier kids, happier parents, happier teachers, win, 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 and more effective. To do that, they'll have to get rid of the Board of Regents. The Board of Regents in New York State is going to stop all of it. They have to go away.
But then who would give the Regents diploma?
Oh my God, you're right. I've changed my mind.
See, it all falls apart in the end.
That's what happens when that thing, I hadn't thought of that. So yes.